A lot of you clicked on this video because you're wondering if now is the time to buy a VR headset, or if you should wait for something new to come out. VR headsets have made a lot of progress and they have a lot more to go. I'm going to start this video out by showing headsets that are coming out the soonest. I'm going to give my opinions on where they fit into the market and why it might make sense for you. I also have some of the best renders and photographs of these headsets you've probably seen. Links will be provided in the description below for the sources of these. Now, the first headset on my list is actually something that's already been released over in China and Europe, but it's soon to be released possibly in America, and that's the Pico Neo 3. The Pico Neo 3 is basically a clone of the Quest in a sense, without as large of an app store. The reason you'd want to purchase this headset over a Quest is if you wanted to get away from Facebook. I mean, Meta. Anyways, yeah, the headset is made by a Chinese company, so I don't know if you're really much better off, to be honest, but it does provide another alternative. It has the same Snapdragon processor, the same FOV, basically all the same exact features you'd expect from the Quest. It also has the ability to connect to your PC without any loss in quality, something the Quest 2 actually can't do. That makes the Pico Neo 3 a great PC VR headset alternative, but if you're planning on using it as a standalone, I would really stick with the Quest due to the larger app library. There are a couple things on paper that make the Pico Neo seem like it could have some advantages to the Quest, but once you start using it, it's really not anything too major. The big downsides being the lack of hand tracking, lower refresh rate screen, and again the App Store. The next headset is the PlayStation VR 2, and probably the headset I'm most excited for. It's going to include haptics in the headset itself and adaptive triggers. It's also going to include eye tracking, which was recently confirmed to be Tobii eye tracking. It's going to have a 4K OLED display, foveated rendering with a 110-degree field of view. The headset will also match the Quest 120Hz refresh rate, and it's going to include AMD's FRS technology, which is something that works like DLSS to upscale a lower res image into something higher res and use less performance. Honestly, I think what's really impressive is when you put all this together, you're going to have a headset that's not only hooked up to PC quality hardware, but it also has the ability to do eye-tracked foveated rendering for better performance, and it's going to have FRS to upscale images into a higher resolution. If you have a PS5 already, I think this is probably the no-brainer headset to wait and get. If you have a Quest already, you might be better off building a PC, especially since prices are coming down. You're probably going to be looking at spending $400 to $500 on this headset, plus another $500 on the PlayStation. There's already a huge back catalog of games available on PC. Some of them are capable of mods. You can also take some games that are not VR and install mods on them to play them in VR on PC. If you're someone already using PC VR, let's say like me with a Valve Index, you're probably going to wait and see how this one pans out. The big question is, will Sony allow us to use this as a PC VR headset, or will we have to wait on modders to hack it to allow to work on a PC? Sony has been more open to bringing things over to PC recently, so we never know, there might be a chance. There's also full IPD adjustment, as well as a really impressive ventilation system. A lot of people's choices on this is probably going to come down to whether they want a PS5 for other reasons, and also what kind of launch titles and exclusives are available. Sony's headset should also raise the quality of VR games in the whole industry, something that was lowered a bit when the Quest came out, in order to make VR games work on mobile hardware. I'm going to throw up a quick comparison between the PlayStation VR 1 and the PlayStation VR 2. Quite literally everything's been improved, but the tracking is probably the biggest improvement. The PlayStation VR 1 tracking was absolutely terrible. These renders were made by VR4player.fr. They're very accurate, but I do want to show a recently leaked picture that shows an actual PlayStation VR 2 headset. Then this is a patent for a rumored hand tracking feature.
This isn't the next Quest. It's going to be compatible with Quest, but Cambria will be a completely new, advanced, and high-end product.
What Zuckerberg's trying to say there is this isn't going to be the price of a Quest or a Nintendo Switch. This is rumored to be an $800+ device. It's going to come with a new style of lenses called pancake lenses that are going to make the headset thinner and lighter than ever before. This headset's also going to be focused on augmented reality using color pass-through cameras. They're trying to make a device that could almost be used as a laptop replacement, more than focusing on the gaming market. That doesn't mean they're not working on some non-productivity related AR experiences. I'm going to actually use this clip of one of the Meta representatives giving their explanation and breakdown on what they think that this is going to be used for. It's short, I promise.
New sensors will enable high-definition color pass-through to boost the realism of these experiences. Advanced reconstruction algorithms help represent your physical world in the headset with a sense of depth and perspective, making mixed reality feel more comfortable. This improves the experience whether you're playing a quick game or working for a longer time while wearing the headset. We here at Meta are empowering developers to build experiences like these because they're a crucial part of our journey towards building the metaverse, where people can connect, create, share, explore, get things done, and ultimately,
have fun.
Now, as much as we're all sick of hearing about the metaverse, let's be honest, this is probably going to be one of the nicest headsets coming out soon. Facebook has also recently stepped away from the requirement of linking your Facebook account to your Meta headset. This headset's also going to be packed with the most advanced eye and mouth tracking yet put into a headset. If you're interested in these kind of features for social applications, or if you just want to have the latest and greatest headset, this is definitely a headset you're going to be looking into picking up. It's also possible that the comfort and clarity that the pancake lenses allow would give anyone reason to upgrade to this headset. I'll have to wait and try it for myself though to see if it's actually comfortable. I'm also interested to see how much support there is for the AR side of the headset. The other two things worth mentioning on the headset are the display and the controllers. The display is going to be a mini LED display, which enables, possibly, for there to be better blacks. The controllers are going to have their own tracking built into the controller, so no more losing tracking when you put your hand behind the headset. I still don't know if these are going to be better than external base station trackings, but we'll just have to try it and see. The next headset's a bit of a unicorn. It pretty much claims to do everything you could ever imagine or dream of, other than be lightweight and comfortable. That's not to say this headset couldn't be comfortable, sizes and everything, but I don't think it's going to be winning any awards for comfort. I'm actually including two Pimax headsets in the number 4 category, both the 12K and the Crystal. The way the 12K plans on bringing so many features to the table is by having everything be modular. There's going to be different modules that you can plug into the headset depending on what setup you're looking for. It's also going to have the widest field of view brought to a headset. It's going to be 200 degrees, which is wider than the field of view of the human eye. This would usually cause distortion, but Pimax claims to have software that alleviates the distortion caused by this extra wide field of view, and a dual lens material with a 200Hz display. It's going to include active and passive cooling for the onboard XR2 chip. This is the same chip that's used on the Quest 2 headset, and in addition to being used for standalone purposes, it's probably going to be used for split rendering as well. One of the things a lot of people are excited for on this headset is the WiGig module option. This is one of the only headsets that's focusing on WiGig as an option for wireless VR right now. And they're also going to have eye and face tracking. So like I said, they're literally throwing in the entire kitchen sink into this headset. But after this is where it gets a little sketchy. Full body tracking using cameras. A lot of people have said this isn't even possible. So the fact they're claiming to bring this to a headset, it's a little questionable, but they might have already canceled it. Now for what makes the Crystal different, the Crystal is going to have the highest pixel density of any headset made. It's also going to have interchangeable lenses. And the screen is going to be something never done before. It's going to be a mix of LCD panels, mini LED backlighting, and a quantum dot layer. It's going to be in the $2,000 price range. Who knows when they're going to come out and whether any of it's real. Speaking of not knowing when it's going to come out and whether it's real, the last headset is the Apple VR headset. People have been talking about the Apple VR headset every year for I don't even know how long. The current rumor is that it's going to get announced in January and then come out later that year. There's even rumors now that there's going to be a sequel to the device that will be more affordable in 2025. It's rumored to have 12 cameras and a LiDAR sensor that's going to be used for tracking your eyes, mouth, hands, and locations of objects in an AR space. This isn't being thought of by Apple as a gaming device at all. The controls are completely reliant on hand tracking and some sort of device attached to your finger to assist with inputs. This headset could have 4 displays, 3 on the inside, 2 4K displays layered on top of a lower res AMOLED screen, and then another display on the outside reflecting the expressions of the person wearing the headset. This would all be powered by 2 of Apple's own custom chips. While this headset might change the industry and how we look at VR and AR in many ways, it's not a device aimed at consumers. It's supposed to cost up to $3,000, and it's just not made for gaming and other type of activities that we're usually used to using our VR headsets for. This video wouldn't truly be complete without mentioning that later this month, Valve might be announcing their new headset, the Valve Deckard. So on the way out, I'm going to leave a couple pictures of that headset's patents. And if you're someone that already has a VR headset and experiencing issues with your controllers, please reach out to me in the Discord. Down in the description, I'm working on starting a VR repair business. I do have a website, it's just not yet finished, and I'm working on video tutorials and a second YouTube channel to show other people how to do the repairs themselves. But for now, follow my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, jump in the Discord to keep touch.